I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Order in the court.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
To this day.
Nino Brown Boxing, I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So yeah, man, there's been a lot of talk about Anthony Joshua these last few days. You know, some good, bad, and just weird shit all around. Me personally, I'd rather focus on the boxing talk. Yeah, all the other weirdo shit, that's not my lane. So whatever floats your boat. But Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz, you know, they had their press conference, I believe it was yesterday. I wasn't really entertained about it. It was like one of those things where it was extremely rehearsed. You have I'm not gonna say two bland personalities. It's just like you have a guy in Andy Ruiz, you know, receiving an opportunity of a lifetime. Based off what Eddie Hearn said, it all started from a DM, like literally. And then, so it seems like, you know, he's happy to be in the position that he's in. And I feel like he's truly going to go out there and do his best, but I don't feel like his best is going to be enough. You got a guy in AJ. First fight in America. First opponent, Big Baby Miller, failed drug test. So AJ feels like he's in a position where he can do no wrong. I know he's confident when it comes to his opponent, Andy Ruiz. So it's like just another weekend. And the amount of energy that was at that press conference, to me, it's a reflection of the amount of energy that's surrounding this fight. It's pretty much little to non-existent. I've heard, like, I'm in the DMV, and it's not like we're not like the mecca of boxing or anything like that. But the reality is, where I'm from, we're not the mecca of any sport. We put out talent in all realms, but we're not the mecca of anything. We're not like Texas, known for football, or other places that are known for boxing. So overall, it's like, I've heard zero talks of Anthony Joshua fight. Zero talks. None. And it's absolutely ridiculous. So for Eddie Hearn to make it seem like Anthony Joshua is some well-known commodity in America, I never really paid attention to how popular he is here until recently. All last week, I was on the West Coast. I was in LA and San Diego. And I had a in-depth conversation about Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua with what I would consider a casual boxing fan. And that conversation taught me a lot. And basically, it taught me that a lot of these fans, they're not aware of all of that behind-the-scenes bullshit. So I started pointing out all of the facts, you know, the $50 million, all the things that Eddie Hearn has said, things that AJ said about, you know, he'll wait till 2020, he'll fight Wilder when he's ready, or he can feel that he can win. It was easy to access those videos on YouTube and just expose a casual fan to a lot of the backstory that us hardcore boxing fans are very familiar with. Man, it definitely changed this guy's perspective on the entire fight. He was an AJ fan. He was pro AJ. He said that he thought AJ could beat Wilder. So then after the conversation where we discussed the negotiations, I asked him, like, well, why do you feel that Anthony Joshua can beat Deontay Wilder? And he was like, he started talking about the boxing ability, this and that, all that good shit. It's like, okay. So we had a good amount of time. He was a member of my girl's family. So we had a good amount of time to talk. And basically he kept on saying, like, Joshua he's a better boxer, he's a better technical fighter than Deontay Wilder. And I was like, okay. So I pulled up the Luis Ortiz fight. I pulled up the Tyson Fury fight, and based off of him just simply watching the mechanics of highlights of of highlights of AJ, highlights of Ortiz and Tyson Fury, I asked him the question, from a technical perspective, which one of these guys are better technically? And Anthony Joshua was third on the list when it came to Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury. I was like, okay, that point has been made. Now I said, well, Joshua is a volume puncher, and that's not the same thing for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, he's a longer guy. He's taller. He's harder to reach. All that good shit. So basically, I put things into perspective and I allow him to come to his own conclusion. And basically, with all of that stuff being said, all of those videos being shown, because at the same time, it was videos that were pro Anthony Joshua as well. It wasn't just videos of Anthony Joshua getting knocked down by Klitschko. It was fights that Anthony Joshua dominated his opponents. So he came to the conclusion that Anthony Joshua is a technically sound, very fundamental fighter. He also spoke on like Anthony Joshua's build being a disadvantage for him, like not having the ability to be as fluid as a guy like Tyson Fury or a guy like Deontay Wilder. And man, the guy came to his own conclusion just based off of the facts, not me trying to sway his opinion, that he feels at this point in time, just from a physical ability perspective and from a mental perspective that comes with all the bullshit associated with the negotiations and the behind-the-scenes tactics, he changed his mind. And that's been the trend when it comes to this AJ fight against Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz and AJ fighting in Madison Square Garden is not the topic of discussion. The topic of discussion is still Deontay Wilder. And all I can say is if AJ does not damn near destroy Andy Ruiz, and when I say destroy, I'm not even talking about one punch. I'm saying like the type of ass whooping AJ can get him out of there any time, but it's very apparent that Anthony Joshua is prolonging the fight to show his dominance. If that's not the case, man, this guy's stock is going to continue to drop, and those American numbers are going to do horrible. And another thing is, when I was on the West Coast, because I already know on the East Coast, people don't know what the hell the zone is. I was on the West Coast, and some of the guys that show interest in boxing, I asked them, I said, if you want to watch boxing, what do you go to? Guys like, oh yeah, I seen boxing on like Fox. I know it's on Showtime. And they was like, basically that's it. And then some guy said HBO, and I told them, well, HBO's not doing boxing anymore. They had no idea what the zone was. Now, me personally, I didn't say shit. I was like, if y'all don't know what the zone is, y'all won't know. Y'all won't find out for me. But we gonna see what these numbers are in America, like after this fight takes place. I mean, ultimately, my prediction is AJ is gonna get the victory. Some people saying Andrew Ruiz. To me, Andrew Ruiz is a talented fighter. I just feel like Andrew Ruiz is, to me, I feel like he's like a fat light heavyweight fighting a heavyweight. That's just my opinion of it. I feel like, I understand genetics, I understand different body types, but to me, he's just like he's a fat light heavyweight fighting a heavyweight. I feel like he was extremely disciplined when it comes to like physical conditioning and not maintaining a lot of fat on his frame. He'd definitely be fighting at the most cruiserweight, and I feel like he would be a small cruiserweight, but that's not a hit no there at this point. I truly believe Anthony Joshua's going to win. If he doesn't, that's a completely different topic, man. But we'll see, guys. This is Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Excuse my lack of enthusiasm, but that's just the energy around this fight as in a whole. So I'm out.